What's good, everybody? This is the FMAD podcast with your host, DJ Punch.
And I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet, cool ass Cam.
And as always, this episode and all episodes are brought to you by Innovative Culture. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture on Instagram at innovative.culture. Make sure you follow the podcast as well at the FMAD podcast. Follow your boy while you at it at I am DJ Punch on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole Shabam Boo baby. You know what I'm saying? We out in this motherfucker feeling good, feeling great today. How you feeling, Cam?
I'm feeling good, man, but I've been having a little problem, man. Like,
oh shit. Hey, look, Cam don't be having problems that often. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's rare that I'm going out to actually, go do stuff. But, we have our daily necessary runs that we got to make. We go to the grocery store, things like that, right?
Yeah.
So, this 2 days in a row, man, I had to go to the grocery store to pick up some things. And I feel like I'm standing in line for an exaggerated amount of time.
You talking like Disneyland lines?
Like, yeah, bro, like you gotta buy a fast pass or some shit just so you can get to the grocery store. Like, I came here to buy one thing and now I feel obligated to buy more shit just because I know I'm gonna be here for a while.
I gotta look around. No, what you do is you listen, you take the kids, you put the kid in the line and you go do your shopping. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you hold my spot until I get back.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna front. My mama used to do that shit with me. Shit.
Yeah, I know what that's about.
You know what I mean? Shit. I had 2 rules. It was
my
2
mom's
rules.
was like that though. My mom's always had, she watched that, predator shit to where it's like your kid go get snatched up. And
Hey,
all
pause,
that.
but you was a little pretty motherfucker.
Hey,
you had
man,
colored eyes. I mean, they had to snatch your ass up quick.
I kicked the hell out of a motherfucker.
You was in karate. I'm not gonna front. I see the picture.
Oh, look, bro. See, here
I
we
see
go.
the picture.
Here we go with this shit. No, man, but this long line shit, bro, it's extra. Like, that shit is super exaggerated. It's like, why should you watch one person go in each line? Like, it's 3 damn checkouts open.
Yeah.
But each one's moving like maybe one person for every fucking 3 or 4 minutes. And you only got, maybe 4 or 5 items.
Imagine if you on your lunch break and you sitting there waiting for that shit to move.
Oh, I'll be pissed off. You only got so much time to get back to work.
That's some bullshit. I know that when I go to In-N-Out, when I go to Chick-fil-A, when I go to places like that, I know it's going to be a long line. So I kind of sit there and accept it. What I don't like is if I'm at a place where I don't expect a long line, then we have a problem.
Yeah, because there's some places you can plan ahead. You can try to call and get your shit in advance and go pick it up. Like, you call 10 minutes, 15 minutes before your lunch break.
Hey, man, that self-checkout sometimes is golden.
Yeah, but even some of them, man, I went into one at, I want to say Target, and that shit was kind of extra. They had somebody watching, just to kind of be traffic control just for people to get through,
I look at those people sometimes and I'm like, bro, if I really wanted to steal something.
Yeah, they could, but
like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't pay for bags.
I don't think they there to play loss prevention. They there to just make sure that each individual
they
can get
call
to
somebody.
Yeah, they gonna call somebody.
That's their job.
Hey, you stop!
Yeah,
I saw you.
Yeah,
no. Matter of fact, no, I didn't.
Ain't nobody jumping in shit. I wouldn't jump in.
Hey, you turned into Debo. What? You saw what?
If I'm walking around registers with a vest on, I'm not running after you. Not at all. Yeah. I already feel embarrassed for having to sit here fucking with a vest on behind some fucking registers around a bunch of people. Like, how I gotta go chase you now? How did that become my job?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bunch of bullshit. But yeah, talking about those long lines, I was talking to the homie at work and he was telling me, what do you think? He was asking me, what do you think hell's like? Right? Think about it.
What was your answer?
Well, he was saying, he was explaining to me, he's like, all right, first of all, when you get there, it's a long line to get in, right? So you got to sit in this long ass line with the anticipation of trying to think what the hell what's hell gonna be like, right? Then I took it a step further and I was like, what if hell is just the line? What if the rest of your days
standing in the fucking
you
line.
in the line and don't nobody know that this is the end? Like, everybody's in line and they're just waiting for some shit to pop off, and shit don't ever pop off.
Like, you sitting there waiting to see what's next, and that ain't nothing
and
next.
Nothing ever happen, and everybody there's to the motherfucker in the front, and he's sitting there still waiting. Like, yo, I'm behind 20 other motherfuckers.
Hey, you remember that? You seen that movie Soul?
Yeah, I saw
That shit remind me of that. Like when dude woke up in the fucking line and he just going up the escalator and he like, hold on. And he looked back at all the people back there like on their way up.
I would imagine it like that, except...
What if that never ends? Like it's just an escalator going forever.
Like you saw an ending there. What if there was no escalator? What if it's stairs?
You gotta walk.
Like when you go to Raging Waters and you gotta walk up them fucking stairs in a line. There's no avoiding that shit, bro.
But at least at Raging Waters, you know that once you get to the top, it's a fucking dope ass slide to get you back to the bottom.
Do paraplegics get to go down the slides? How do they get them up there?
Probably on the elevator. No,
I know
man. See,
we
about to go to hell, bro.
I know.
Like, see, we gonna be on that in that line.
No, I'm just saying. I know
I'm gonna end up in that line
because I know there's laws that want that call for equality, right?
Right. So you see,
there's a reason why you have to put a ramp everywhere you fucking go.
They get special privileges at every theme park.
Why wouldn't Raging Waters give these motherfuckers a special privilege?
Why wouldn't they? I believe they do it. And if I worked at Raging Waters, I'd probably be able to give you that information. But I really don't know. Maybe we can look that shit up. You want to look it up? Compare paraplegics.
I'm scared too.
We can look it up. Or do you want to touch? You want to tap into that?
They obviously have to have a chaperone. Who gonna take the wheelchair back down? You know what I'm saying? Shit, that. Imagine having a kid that's a paraplegic.
Okay.
Think about how hard it is already being a parent.
Right.
Now I don't want to call it a burden because obviously it's your child, but now you have to walk around with this burden. Not only do you have to walk around with this burden, but you have to push this burden everywhere. And I hate to sound like this, but it's just like in a wheelchair where you have to pick them up, take them everywhere. Like they can't even boo-boo by themselves. And then you got to worry about if your kid is gonna find somebody that's gonna take over this shit. You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna find somebody that's gonna love you to take over this shit to where I don't have to do this shit for the rest of my life?
Now some people end up finding that though.
I know, but as a parent, you hope for that to happen, right? But how often does that happen?
You know, and I'll take it back to like, this is what I'm gonna compare it to. This is gonna be some off the wall shit.
Okay.
Like how families would marry off their children and things like that. You know how like kings and shit, you know, back in the medieval times and whatnot.
I'm going to hell.
No, but now think about it. You the heir to this throne. Yeah. Now you might be all kinds of fucked up. But they gotta offer you up. They gotta offer you up.
Well, imagine being the parent having to offer up the paraplegic kid, man. That fucking sucks.
Do you think that they fucking like they royalty, all that shit?
They lying, they going, they like, hey, it worked. It worked.
Man, they used to do some fucked up shit back then. Like they would outcast them kids and like.
Oh, they would kill them off. What you talking about outcast?
No, but even still, like some of them, like you know, it'd be that one person you would see in a movie or something. They would be the one to care for them and fucking shelter them and whatnot. And, you know, like it'd be some cold shit. And it's a whole bunch of movies like that. So y'all can't say that I'm fucked up for speaking on this. But
imagine how rich you had to be back in the day to have a wheelchair.
Yeah,
you had to be on some balling shit to have a legitimate wheelchair. I understand if you can make one, but to have a legitimate wheelchair, like I'm talking about back in the days.
When was the first wheelchair invented?
When wheels was made.
Do you think so?
Before wheelchairs, what the fuck would they do?
Do you think the wheelchair was made before the bike?
I don't know. The wheelchair for the bike?
Before the bicycle.
I would have to believe so. Because there had to have been plenty of people that couldn't walk.
But you think about the use for it, right? Yeah, exactly.
There had to be plenty of people that couldn't walk. Like the wheelchair had to be invented almost right after any type of cart was invented. Like the second that you figured out, oh, these wheels can make shit move, we making motherfuckers move because we tired of having to lug these motherfuckers around. That's the whole point. That's why that shit would come so fast. I'm tired of having to drag this motherfucker around. Yeah. Guess what? We just got a wheelbarrow. Cool, man. Cousin Jay finna get pushed around now. I don't have to drag his ass no more.
Yeah.
We can't ever buy him no fucking pants and shit because they always getting fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. Hey, paraplegic got some nice ass shoes though.
Why is they shoes always
clean? They shoes is always clean. And I'd be so jealous. Not only that, they ain't never got no crease.
Hey,
pristine, bro.
What else you want to talk about today?
I'm just saying, like, it's... And they stay the same size probably since, like, the 6th grade. Anyways, bro.
So, in other
Speaking
news,
of crazy shit, that Rodney.
Hey, yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Rodney, man. He doing shit with his show.
He killing it, bro.
That
I
shit
seen
is
that
lit.
shit and immediately I hit him up. I hit you up and I was like, bro, this is going viral. Somehow this is gonna catch, bro, because this shit is fucking hilarious, especially with the cut. Hey, I'm not gonna front, bro. I'm proud of you as fuck for the way you've been doing these fucking clips and these episodes. I called you straight up and was like, bro, you better than me. You surpassed me. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Nah, man. Nah. What we do is we innovate the culture. So what we do is we educate ourselves through YouTube University.
YouTube University, baby.
Shout out to YouTube University.
I got a bachelor's.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm working day and night to get a master's. Nigga. We trying to master all of this shit one day at a time. Every single fucking aspect of this business, we about to fucking be able to present that to the world.
Listen.
And anybody that fucking got an idea for a show, bring that shit to the table and we gonna fucking make some shit happen.
I don't like when Cool Ass Cam gets to talking like Suge Knight on some death row shit, bro. That shit be making me feel a little uneasy sometimes. I'm not gonna front. Me and Juice been talking about that shit, and Juice been on some heavy, like, welcome to bring your ass to death row type shit lately, and I don't know, man. That should be making me feel a little uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, just remember, my office hours is from 9 to 5. As long as you remember that, we okay.
This motherfucker here, boy. So that Rodney,
Yeah.
give me the story of how the fuck you started that, bro.
Well, Rodney, that's my brother, man. Everybody know that's my brother.
Everybody
that
don't know.
Well, for everybody that don't know, you know that's my brother. That's my big brother, and he always around. He always, in the background of everything that we doing, and we was like, shit. For everything you do, why don't we capture these moments?
Rodney talks a gang of shit. And not in an offensive way as far as like towards somebody, but he talks a gang of shit as far as like you can hear him in the background talking about eating booty randomly.
Yeah. So, he got a good idea going, good show, and I'm happy to be putting that together. So that's something that, that's all innovative culture right there. That's all in house. That's from start to finish. That's all it is.
Shit, man, I be feeling like Diddy sometimes, or I be like some Bad Boys for Life type shit. Like that's my theme song when I be driving to work. That's one of the hype up songs.
Your theme song should be innovative culture. Shameless plug.
Yeah. You can catch that Rodney on the Innovative Culture music video as well.
You can catch him on the Innovative Culture YouTube channel. Subscribe to that if you haven't already.
Shit, we gonna put the link.
Ding,
you
ding,
already
ding.
know what it is. Yep. Anyways, bro, NFL.
Oh yeah, man.
Got the Chiefs versus the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Ooh, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady old as shit. How old is Tom Brady? 40 what? 42? I think 43?
Going for number 7.
Going for number 7. Bro, how many has he been to? He's been to 10, 11? How many he been to? He been to 9 Super Bowls, bro.
9. And he going for number 7. So he trying to hit 7 out of the 9.
I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Everybody thought that it was a Bill Belichick thing.
Hey, but then what can you say negative about this man as an athlete after?
Yeah, he went to 10. 7 to 10. Go ahead.
What can you say about this man as an athlete? What can you say bad if he able to pull this off? I mean, even at this point, having a 6, like that's still an achievement in itself.
The fact that he went to the Super Bowl point blank period right now.
Yeah, but
the Bucks, a team that didn't do shit last year,
and it just shows you that it's the player. It's everybody always kind of related everything he did to, him and his coach, which is totally cool. But you still got to think about what this athlete can do and how they can perform on their own.
Tom Brady does not look like an athlete. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, hey.
He can slang the pill.
He ain't never
like
look, he came in 3rd string, bro. Think about how his career started.
That's true. He did that. He fucking did that when we played at Michigan.
You came in 3rd string to Drew Bledsoe.
And Drew Bledsoe had to get hurt for you to even start.
And then they had to go through a whole nother nigga before you could even get there. You didn't even get that touch until the other nigga got hurt too.
Look, all I know is for him to make it to the Super Bowl is already a big ass deal, right? listen. I've never really been, because of the Patriots point blank period. I've never really been a Tom Brady fan or have cheered for Tom Brady to win some shit. But for some strange reason, today, hey, you owe me $5. Today, I find myself cheering for him. Off top. Ain't no games, bro. $5. The sign's posted. I find myself cheering for his ass.
Yeah.
As much as everything aside, I find myself cheering for his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, you should though, because
is it the story though?
I don't think it's the story. I think it's what you feel a certain type of, I don't know, excitement when you watch a sports game, right?
Yeah.
When certain players are out there and they playing. Now, it could be whatever team, yeah, but if this certain player is on the field and they about to make this play,
yeah.
It's like, damn, you kind of anticipating, and then when they pull it off, it don't got to look all fucking crazy, but it's like he did it.
Yeah. He did it. And there's no disputing none of that shit.
The numbers, all that, is like it's gonna show when you make it to the show.
It's gonna be the people, ooh, Deflategate. Oh, the coach was cheating. Listen, it don't matter. It don't fucking matter. The motherfucker, if he wins 7 Super Bowls, even at 6, there's no disputing none of that shit.
Yeah.
Montana, Aikman, Namath won 1, and he's seen as a fucking a super legend.
Yeah, I know. I see how that go.
You know what I mean? Like, shit's crazy, bro. And this motherfucker has the opportunity to win 7.
But it's all about like the time, like that generation and what they did for the sport too. You know, they take that into consideration. You could be the dopest player, right? But you don't fuck with none of their events or don't want to like do no extracurricular shit with nobody else, and then they just won't really fuck with you because they feel like, oh, you ain't one of us.
I always liked the quarterback that kicked it with the team. Specifically the offensive lineman. Like, if a quarterback take care of their offensive lineman, like, he gonna be okay.
Yeah, because you know that these niggas is the ones that gotta guard you and shit. They gonna make sure you don't get hit.
I remember quarterbacks used to pay for in and out. That
Do you want them to care about you, nigga? Like, to get in the way? All right, this nigga probably like twice the size. And like, you gotta go up against him to make sure he don't get hit. Like, nigga, do I feel like really taking this for this nigga today, or do I feel like getting out the way? Like, did he piss me off? He didn't want to give me that fucking chicken sandwich, my nigga. So like,
no, like, even on a higher level, listen. Even on a higher level, think about how you have to separate your emotions from business when it comes to sports, right?
Yeah.
You didn't get a deal. You didn't get the deal that you wanted as an offensive lineman, right?
Yeah.
The deal that you deserve, that you feel like you deserve to get more money, right? Because your quarterback is getting how much fucking money? Now I have to be the motherfucker that defends him.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, bro. Like, they be upset.
That's why people be so upset when they talk about their contracts.
Yep.
Because
that's why sports is so crooked. Like, it's so fucked up because like certain players, certain ones get those fucking high ass contracts, these big ass.
I don't think it's crooked because it's not the player's fault. It's the people that are willing to pay it.
You got to think about your role that you coming in for.
So, listen, if somebody came in and offered me $100 million, right? $100 million, and they was like, check this out, $100 million. You don't even have to be that good. We just need you to basically stand there and look pretty, right? I'm taking $100 million.
Right.
Whether I actually can stand there and look pretty or not.
Yeah.
You paid me this $100 million.
I'm gonna try.
I'm coming out and I'm about to try. Like,
I'm about to do my best.
You're paying for the attempt. You're not paying for the success, bro.
So
you know what I mean?
So you say look pretty, right? So what is the definition of pretty though? How
whatever
pretty
it is.
are you gonna get? So
whatever it is.
For $100 million, this nigga tell you to put a dress on. You gonna do it?
$100 million to put a dress on. What are we talking? We talking
See,
about
look,
skit?
here we go.
We talking about a skit.
That's when the stipulation comes.
Talking
up.
about a skit?
Nah, they want you to stand
for
in
a movie.
Nah, for the Super Bowl fucking halftime show.
What am I doing?
You gonna stand out there while niggas performing
and just stand in a dress?
And stand in a dress with a wig on.
$100 million?
$100 million.
Shit. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. $100 million. You wouldn't do that for $100 million?
I don't know, bro. That's like,
you have to even think about it. That's an issue.
The Super Bowl, the whole world about to see.
The fact, the whole world about to see you get $100 million.
Hey, that's how niggas be selling their soul, bro. That's how they be getting y'all. That's how they be getting y'all out here.
The fact that you have to even think
they flash
about
that money in front of you and you gonna go out here and degrade yourself.
The fact that you have to think about that shit makes me upset.
That I wouldn't put a dress on?
That you have to
for no amount of money?
$100 million?
Hey, bro. they paid them chicks in Major Payne way less than that. They went out there with the bald heads with the dresses.
Exactly. Think about all the people that did it on In Living Color. How much did they get paid to do that shit?
Yeah, but then think about these people now. And think about all the stories they have about
Oh,
them.
God. Here
Come
you
on,
go.
bro. You
Name
wanna
one.
get into
Name
the
one.
politics.
Name one.
In dresses?
Name one of the stories of anybody on In Living Color.
Jamie Foxx.
Okay, what's the story?
Come on.
What's the story? We know the skits, but what's the story?
There's plenty of stories, you know. I don't know. They all these conspiracy fucking videos and shit. I don't want to really get into them.
Conspiracies.
Because, you know, you can't really. I don't want to back none of them because I haven't done my own research.
Eddie Murphy was the coolest dude in the fucking world, and he picked up a tranny.
Right. You ever?
Shit happens, B.
Yeah. So, I mean, you out there picking up,
and he
shit
did that for free.
for free.
He didn't do that for $100 million.
He did that.
He did that for free.
But that was on his own.
That was on his own for free.
Yeah.
So I put on a dress and a wig for $100 million. Thank you very much.
But he already had money before he did that.
Exactly.
So he didn't have to do that.
Exactly. Makes it even worse.
So the thing
So
is,
I will put on a dress and a wig for $100 million.
if
Eddie Murphy could do that shit for free on his free will and get bashed for it the way he did, I will put on a dress and a wig for $100 million.
and you see, that's why they make niggas like Cat Williams and all that look crazy. Because they refuse to do that shit. And now they get black. Dave Chappelle. They did all them niggas like that, man.
I don't think you crazy, though.
I don't think they're crazy either. I just feel like, they said they didn't want to do something.
People have boundaries.
And now
you have to respect people's boundaries.
Exactly. Like, why you offering them all this and you telling them like, oh, come on, everybody's doing it.
That's the worst.
Everybody's doing it. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck?
How you feel about Madea the first time you saw a Madea?
I won't watch. I won't watch Madea movies.
You won't watch Madea movies?
Nah.
I
saw the previews and shit like that, but I've never watched a full Madea movie.
Do you just not think it's funny? Or?
I don't believe in that shit. That goes against my religion.
I don't believe in that shit. It's not in front of me. It's not there. That shit don't work.
Oh, nothing against Tyler Perry. I mean, I feel like, hey man, do your thing. Like that's for your audience. But like, I'm not
your audience. You haven't captured my attention.
Yeah, it ain't no disrespect to nobody.
That motherfucker's rich.
He could be that. You could do all that. You
I'm not. That has nothing to do with
that over there. Like,
nigga,
you want to put the dresses and the wigs on and all that, and you know, I know it started from plays, and then he ended up going to do movies with it and all that. But think about like the change of the generation that we having right now too. All that is playing a part, and like everything that's fucking changing with our culture. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's just not something I was really into. Mm-hmm.
I always had a teacher, Mr. Napier, who used to quote shit from that all the fucking time. So it's like I knew about the plays before I even seen a play.
Yeah.
Because that shit was like...
It was big. Pause.
On point. Pause. Oh, shit, man. Anyways, bro. All right. I know that a lot of people get into shows. I don't particularly get into any shows. Not because I don't think any shows are good, but for the simple fact that I don't want to immerse myself in something right at the moment. Because I know if I find something I like it's a wrap.
Right.
I'm gonna get lost for a few days. Right.
You should though.
I know, but I don't feel like I have the time to do that.
But you make time when you have something to do.
I don't want to do it though.
You will fucking like exile yourself for fucking 2 days straight to binge watch something, you know? Like, yeah. I feel like everybody needs that every once in a while.
But I feel like the way my week is structured, I don't have the time to just be sit there and be able to do that type of shit.
You would create the time. Like, you would break one of your fucking normal habits.
I'm going to take 2 days off of work and I'm going to sit there. All right, look, I take 2 days off of work. What should I watch?
No, you would come home one night. As soon as you get off, you go home and you'll fucking watch one full season. Mm-hmm. And then you'll come home the next day and you'll watch the whole fucking next season. Mm-hmm. By the time the week is over, you done got through like fucking 6 seasons of a whole fucking show if it goes that far, you know? But most of these shows is only 10 episodes. You know, they 30 minutes to an hour, you know, maybe 45 minutes because a lot of them got commercials when they air on TV. Mm-hmm. So by the time you end up watching all this shit, yeah, I've binge watched a 10 episode season. It was only 30-minute episodes mm-hmm. of what was that show? Black Monday. Mm-hmm. 2 seasons in fucking 2 days.
So what show should I start watching?
Well, I'm gonna talk about one that's about to drop right now. Well, it's about to come back. Is Snowfall.
Snowfall. I watched the first season of Snowfall and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, Snowfall.
But the problem is when there was a break, because I watched it as it came out.
Yeah.
Pause. So all I could, you know what I mean? So once the season ended, you gave me a break. You know, you can't give me that break. Like I have to be constantly, you know, giving content.
Right.
So, you know, I just fell off.
I wouldn't have caught that one.
I wanted to start watching season 2, but I know that I would end up immersing myself in that show again, and I don't like the breaks. But now that I know I'm a few seasons behind, I might have to start watching that shit.
So what? Now they 3 seasons in. They about to drop season 4, I believe.
So give me season 2. I haven't seen season 2. Give me a little breakdown.
All right. So you saw up to season 1.
Yeah.
The end of season 1.
Yeah.
So up to that point, a lot of things happened. A lot of characters, you know, came and went. Mm-hmm. They introduced new characters in the second season, and they play a big part going through the rest of the story. So I feel like it's worth watching to get into that second season because you need to see who these new characters are. They they're real animated, but they all play a special role in the story that's going on between everybody. Because, you know, it's 3 main stories going on throughout the whole show. Mm-hmm. You got Franklin, who's the main character. You got Teddy, he's the CIA agent, and then you got the cousins. Mm-hmm. Now, from all 3 different perspectives, I feel like you get a good idea of what was going on during that time, and they all intertwine. All the people end up like they have to work together at some point. Mm-hmm. All 3 sides have to fucking interact, you know, and then it's great just watching that come together like that. Watching the story of how each path leads into one, but you still get the idea of like, shit, this is how LA was really booming back in the 80s. Like this is how.
I think they did a perfect job, you know, showing that.
Well,
that shit looked dope as fuck.
It was John Singleton.
Yeah. That's
classic
the John Singleton shit. R.I.P.
Yeah, so, you know, going into this season, they didn't really have him to do this new season, but, you know, his team was still together. They going off of his vision that he had for the show. So,
it's about to be on some we about to see type shit. Like, we gonna see.
No, I wouldn't even say that because I've been seeing some of the behind the scenes shit. Mm-hmm. Like, it's gonna drop the end of February. I forget the exact date, but I know it's February like 20-something. FX, you know, that's the channel where everybody can watch it. But when that comes out, man, it's so much anticipation right now, so much build up. I go on YouTube and it's so many videos, like prediction videos and things like that pop up because that's how much I watch the show. I'm always looking for content about the show.
Oh, bro! I've seen. So I know you've been logged into the YouTube on the FMF podcast because when I go to history, it got a bunch of power videos and review videos and shit like that, and I'm like, who the fuck is watching?
I be wanting to watch that shit with no fucking ads.
I'll be like, Cam.
Hell yeah. That's how we do it.
What's the big draw with Power?
Man, Power, man. I've watched Power, the original show, all 6 seasons, all the way through consistently. The book 2, the spinoff, I watched the full season of that as it was airing. Uh-huh. So every week it was coming out, I was the one that was sitting there.
Damn, dog, you all in, pause.
Yeah, all in. That is like, between those 2 shows, Snowfall and Power, those are my 2 favorites right now. It ain't nothing that I've seen or I've been dedicated to watching like that would top that.
I haven't even like started watching Power. That's something that honestly,
I would say start from the beginning.
Just jump in.
Start from the beginning. Even if you pace yourself and watch it a little bit at a time, it's like the storyline is going to continue all the way up. Now, they about to drop book 3, which is it's not really, it's another spinoff, but it's the more like a prequel. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be the main characters of Power when they were younger, when they were kids. Mm-hmm. So it's going to show their backstory and how they built up to, you know, the events of what went on in Power. So I think that's gonna be a real dope concept.
The fact that they can get all these spinoffs off of this one fucking show is fucking crazy.
That's
all
real.
the money that gets made off of one show. Who's the person behind Power?
Courtney Kemp. Courtney Kemp is she's like the director, the main writer, you know. But 50 Cent is really backing that a lot and really behind that, you know. So he was a character on the original Power, and then she ended up pulling off a spinoff of him, the Raising Kanan, and that's basically the spinoff of his character.
About chicken, right?
But that's gonna be that's pretty much gonna be 50 Cent's story. Like, so basically, it's gonna be his story growing up.
Get Rich or Die Trying
through this character, somewhat to a certain extent, but it's gonna all be relevant to the events of Power. It's gonna be all the characters that's been.
It's gonna intertwine with Power.
Exactly, and I think for them to keep a shared universe going on like that. Look at everybody's been doing the same thing that like Marvel and the Avengers did.
Yeah, I've noticed that shit. They've been doing a lot of shit like that. We mentioned universe. I had somebody was explaining like, what universe would you like to live in? And I'm like, what? And he just was explaining all the different shows or all the different like things like that. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? At first, I thought he was just talking about like some Disney shit, but nah. You talk about everything.
Everything has its own little fucking different type of universe, you know, shared little, you know, and it's crazy because. Is that $5?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's the queen. That's the queen of the crib. She don't get charged 5 hots.
I'm like, why is it so
you about to fuck up. Queen don't get charged, B.
I couldn't hear what was going on. But. Yeah, bro. I forgot what I was talking about.
Well, shit, man. Look, we about to wrap this bitch up, bro. I appreciate everybody for listening, everybody for tuning in, man. Where can they follow you at, Cam?
They can follow me at Cool Ass Cam on Instagram, Facebook, shit. Follow Innovative Culture. Follow, you know, the Innovative Culture YouTube. We got a lot more content coming up there. We got that Rodney that just dropped. You know, we got more of that coming. We got more episodes of the F and Mad podcast. Y'all keep tuning into this. By now, y'all definitely saw the 100th episode.
Yes, sir.
So we went up on that. So y'all just got to keep tuning in with us. Y'all keep tapping in. Shit, give us some feedback, you know. Anybody want to fucking work, like, come to us and let's chop it up. Let's figure out a plan. We're going to put a whole package together, but come fuck with the F and Mad podcast and get it started.
Hell yeah. Well, check this out. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the host Shaban Boo Baby at I am DJ Punch. Make sure you follow the podcast as well at the F and Mad Podcast. We out this bitch. Peace.